the shuttle service that I took up to the lake to take the boat ride up the lake graciously stopped here for the falls. And I'll just walk back to town, which is a 40-minute walk for normal people, so I'm guessing an hour and a half for me, which is just fine. And I'm kind of bushwhacking right now near the road, and I'll cross over the road and try to get to the river. Looking back before I disappear in the trees. I'm trying to penetrate the woods here, but it's muddy, real thick, and looks like recently the horse has sunk in pretty deep. I'm gonna try a little bit farther. Well, I got through that mess. I'm not sure what lies ahead of me that way, so I think I'll angle this way. It does look swampy. Well, I had to beat a hasty retreat from the bog, and fighting through what's deeper in there is a bear. This is pretty wide open right straight ahead of me. Finally another horse trail. The other trail I was on, I don't know what used it. It looked like it was too low for horses. Well, what I've learned in the last half hour to an hour is you don't stray too far off the road, because it's either an incredible tangle or it's a bog, and I suspect that it's almost that all the way to that river. So I'll parallel the road until I can see the river again, then I can go down there. What I've learned in the last hour of trying to push to my left towards the river through that forest, it's either a tight, wicked bramble or it's a bog. So even here the horses have said, to hell with that, let's go back to the road. So I'll parallel the road until I see where I can cut down to the river. One long view down the valley where the lake was this morning, or is. Okay, I followed a bike path in here off the road about a half mile and hope that I can get up there somehow and get near the river. To my right is more bog and thicket. There's a small plant that looks interesting. This is an interesting plant, a little white spider that lives in it. At least he does right now. This low-level plant has these pretty little lavender to purple little seed bulbs or fruits or whatever they are. guide this morning indicated, I believe, that you could not only kayak that lake up there, but then you could just take the river all the way back down. It's fairly flat, fast flowing. Looks a little bit faster than the Colorado River, I think. Maybe not. Probably not that good a judge. It probably should be about the same, for all I know. But you can imagine what a torrent it must be in the spring runoff. Just thought this was an interesting plant and its companion. A cute little bug. I don't know if this larger growth is an advanced stage of this plant or not. I have seen little tufts growing out of others. Duh, I just saw its mate. Notice how clear this water is. If they can preserve those kind of attributes here for the long haul, they've got an incredible tourist resource. Kayaker there. And it may be that that plant that I've been a little bit fascinated with on the beach may in fact grow into this huge kind of a thing. There was certain similarities. And to the right of that kayaker is the little town of Chaltén. Chaltén. You can see just a little bit of it over the rise of the road there. I haven't seen it yet because I came in last night in dark, left fairly early this morning.